This story begins with a boy named Ichirou who runs to the train, otherwise he might be late. While sitting on the train, he thinks that working on Sundays is also an enjoyable thing. In the lift, he met with his colleague. They started talking about work and its ups and downs. Now he sat in his seat and started his work. Everyone came, and they also started their work. One of his colleagues came to him naked to fix some bugs. He requested him, and without any wish, he agreed. Now he went to get some lunch, and while eating he heard a child scream and then went to her. Ichirou asked about her mother, and she was just crying. Suddenly her mother came, and Ichirou relaxed. He was glad that the girl found her mother, and they left. Ichirou again went to his office and started his work. He even worked at night, and in the morning his eyes were sleepy. He got more and more work from his colleagues and started doing it without any desire. At night everyone was sleeping, and he also finished his work and went to sleep. When he woke up, he was in a different world. He was shocked. He tried to use his phone, but it wasn't working. His face also looked a little younger than before, like a teenager. He thought that because of doing a lot of work he was having such a dream that he was in a game. He checked his profile and there was only fireball rain power he got and a map view. When he checked the map, he saw some red-colored enemies coming toward him. Now he was able to see them, but he was hiding and thought that the enemies had a greater level than him, so he might not be able to win against them. The enemies suddenly started attacking him. He got injured and was hiding. He tried to use his power, but it wasn't working. He was so scared. But suddenly the fireball rain started, and all the enemies finished. He was scared a little bit. Suddenly one of them came to him and asked for a fight. He wasn't sure that he could fight, but he had no other option. They started fighting and Ichirou killed it. He was shocked that he had such power. He thought that it was brutal and decided to log out, but didn't find any way to leave. He decided to heal his wounds, but they were already healed. When he checked his level and power, they were also increased. He was surprised and thought to check his powers if something bad happened again. He aimed and after a few seconds, fireball rain started. It was a great destruction. He was shocked and was running because the balls were destroying everything. He was jumping and running from it. He thought that it was very dangerous and was thirsty. He checked his loot and found a water bag. He drank water and there was a lot of water, like unfinishable. He also had a lot of money. He thought to change his clothes and get a great outfit. At night he started refilling his powers and weapons for a fight. He slept and the next day he decided to go to a place where humans were, so he started jumping the hills and enjoying his journey. After many days and nights, he was now able to see the fort, but decided to go to the city. He suddenly saw an enemy. When flew to see him got bumped into the monster. He fell on the floor but didn't feel any pain or something. He threw a stone towards the monster and that was powerful, and the monster flew away. On the map, he saw that the monster might attack the soldiers who were coming and decided to help them. He started running and suddenly saw the army who was ready to fight the monster. They started fighting and were doing very well. One of the soldiers who was using magic named Xena was attacked by the monster and was about to fall, but Ichirou grabbed her by using his powers. He saved her. When she woke up, they were on a tree. She was scared, but he took her to a normal place. She was embarrassed and started telling him about her. Her friends Lilio and Lona came, and they were doubting Ichirou. Xena told them that he saved her, but Lona asked him who he was. He told them that he was a merchant, and his horse ran away because of the fight. When she asked for his papers, he said that they were on the horse. He tricked them, and they started moving on a carriage towards the city. They started telling him about what they would do with the monster, and the driver told him that there were slaves in the city too. When he checked, 20% people were slaves in the city. Xena suddenly showed him the city and asked where he would stay. He said at a hotel, and Lona suggested him a good hotel. In the city, Xena said goodbye to him with a promise that she would come to him next time. Ichirou was a little shy, and now Lona took him for paperwork. The man told him to place his hands on a stone and his information started showing, and the man started writing it. He gave him the paper and Ichirou gave him the money for that. The man also gave him a visa for 10 days and told him that if would stayed any longer then the soldiers would grab him and make him a slave, otherwise he had to pay 1 silver coin. He understood the law and they left. Lona showed him the hotel and he left. He was walking and suddenly a girl named Martha grabbed him and started pushing him to check her hotel. When they went there, Martha's mother was there. Mosa told Ichirou about the expenses, and he agreed with that. Ichirou asked for food and they served him. Mosa asked Martha for cleaning, and she left. Mosa and Ichirou started talking about monsters. Suddenly Mosa left, and he started enjoying his delicious meal. Martha came and they started talking about buying new clothes, and he enjoyed talking with her because she had a great body. Now they went out and they saw a man was abusing some demi-humans, but Ichirou saved them and helped. They went to their family and Martha told Ichirou that the demi-humans were not believed good ones, and now Ichirou and Martha started their shopping. They started buying things and Ichirou was bargaining about everything. While going, he saw a half-girl named Arisa. Now they went to the hotel, and they met with a cute little girl named Uni. He asked for a bath, but Martha told him that they didn't use washrooms, they cleaned themselves with water and cloth. Now at the table, Martha gave him the menu and he told her that she could serve him anything special to her. She started telling him about their menu and served him the best dishes. He started eating them and was amazed, because they were delicious. But at night his stomach was a little disturbed, because he had eaten a lot. Now he started thinking about all the events that had happened since now. Suddenly he thought that the feelings he felt were new and real and this might not be a dream. He tried to leave the game but didn't succeed. He went out and while looking at the city he thought that he would live here peacefully until the dream ended. The next morning Martha informed him that his girlfriend was waiting for him. He went out and she was Zena. She told him that she got an off from her work and wanted to show him the city. She was very shy, and he agreed. They went out and he paid for snacks, but she told him that she wanted to pay. But he told her that she had already helped him a lot in entering the city and getting his papers. They started eating and enjoying the day. Suddenly her clothes got stained and a magician came and offered to help them. She started doing her magic to remove the stain and clean Zena's clothes like new ones. Now they started walking and he asked her how she remembered her spells. She told him that it was very easy. She had also learned magic before 3 years. She told him that their parents taught them magic from their childhood, and she asked that why he wanted to learn magic. He told her that he wanted to clean himself using magic. She started laughing at him and he told her that it was also fun to fly using magic. Now they went to a shop and bought some ointments and now they went to a tower. Zena showed him around and now they went to a historical place. She told him about the demon lord whose sword shines blue when a hero holds it. She was telling him about the sword and suddenly the priestess named Orna came. Zena introduced Ichirou to her and Orna thought that they were together and Zena got embarrassed. Orna was summoned and she left. Now Zena was talking with the driver for a ride and Ichirou was checking his abilities. He was surprised. Now they started their ride and Zena was telling him about dragons and the heroes who came to fight with them. Suddenly they saw that a priest had awoken the public against the demi-humans and the people started torturing the demi-humans. Zena went to help them, but people were very angry. Ichirou checked the area and came to know who the culprit there. He started hiding the bad guys and Zena was trying to calm the people. Ichirou caught the mastermind, showed him to the public, and told them that the demi-humans were not at all guilty. The man was guilty. Suddenly the man's body split, and an eyeball demon came out. Ichirou told the demi-humans to leave, but they said they couldn't because it was an order by their master. Suddenly the eyeball cast a spell. Zena was with soldiers for help, but suddenly they went to a very scary place. Ichirou introduced himself to demi-humans and asked for their names. They had very weird names, so gave them proper names: Tama, Pochi, and Liza. They were so happy after getting new names. Ichirou also gave them new clothes and ointments for their wounds. They were so happy, and he gave them food. They were excited and thankful, and Liza was also very happy. Ichirou checked the map to learn about where Zena and the others were. He was about to walk, and Liza told him that they could help him, so please don't leave them. But he told them that he was just checking the way and gave Liza a sword for emergency, and they started walking. Ichirou told them how they would deal with the dangers, and they agreed with him. Suddenly they felt someone's presence, and it was a monster eating a man. Ichirou was scared and Liza gave him the idea to kill it and it worked when he attacked it. They were so excited to see the powers of Ichirou when he killed the monster, and then he started making a new weapon for them. They were busy with the monster. They showed him the core, which was useful and worthy. He gave them the weapon and they were excited about their way. What will happen next in this story? Subscribe to the channel for the latest updates.